All right, guys, a little teaser, something coming in Romexis. It is the ability to export all kinds of stuff. So let's take a look. We have this case that I've done, and now I'm adding these custom type modified abutments that you could do in the Romexis software, where you could essentially enter any parameter that you want to alter the angulation, size, and shape of the proposed abutment. And you could copy kind of existing manufacturer's abutment. If you know the dimensions of those, you could do all sorts of stuff with that. And so here we have the case, and I'm going to now export the planned elements from that design. So all you do in order to do that is you go up top, and there's going to be a new tab. It's going to be called Export Planned Elements right there. And you can do individual STLs for all those different things, or you could do single STL. You could put the diameter of extension tubes and the length of the extension tubes, all sorts of cool stuff. And then you just hit OK, and it will dump all that stuff, pretty much everything, including jaw segmentations, tooth roots, everything that you basically have. You could export like 5 jillion things. Now, so what do you do with this? You could bring it into PlanCAD Premium. You could bring it into Mesh Mixer, PlanCAD Easy. So here I am now highlighting my extension tubes and combining those into one file and making them solid. And now I'm going to highlight my abutments and combine those into one file and also make those solid. And so now I have those abutments sticking out. And what I'm going to do is, I have this wax up, but it's actually combined to the stone model. So I'm just going to separate that out by deleting. There's so many different ways you could do this. You could highlight the teeth and hit Y and then do that, or you could highlight everything around it and delete that and get rid of any things. I'm not a mesh mixer guru. I really don't claim to be, so I'm just doing it the way I know how. And so now I've extracted out that from the stone model, and now I'm going to make it solid after doing an analysis to determine if there's any holes or anything like that. So now we could see we have the extension tubes exported from Romexis sticking out, and the abutments are also there as well. And so what you could do is now you could sculpt this solid mesh. And I would actually spend more time on this if I was doing this. I'm just trying to show you guys what you could do. You could have imported all that into PlanCAD Premium or ExoCAD, or you could even import it into PlanCAD Easy and design a bridge on those. Whatever you want to do, you could do. Here I'm just editing this solid mesh based off of that stone wax up that I had. And I'm just going to show you really quick kind of what you could do. And like I said, if I was doing this on an actual patient, I'd spend a little bit more time. This is just a proof of concept. All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm doing a Boolean difference of the extension tubes. Everything has to be made solid before you do this, by the way. That's why we made everything solid. And now I'm going to do it for the abutments as well. And so you can do a Boolean difference of, I mean, now you could see the larger openings, and also you could then see the extension tubes from the implants as well for the screw access channels, which you could have customized to any diameter in the Romexis software. So now you could theoretically print this, mill it, probably not on the Plan Mill 40, but because it'd be too big in size, but send it to the lab, have them mill it. And then what happens after is you add a lot of love to it. You can smooth it, shape it, add soft tissue if it was a case that required it, all that kind of hot stuff. So customize it with stains. I like the Light Art kit. It's got all the kind of resin stains that you could glaze and stain it, but just by photopolymerization. But yeah, I think you guys are going to do crazy things with this beyond what I'm thinking and envisioning. And for the single unit, it's definitely overkill, but it's pretty cool.